go get him again.
What's going on, fragrance family? Welcome to the Rosam channel. I'm your host, Mark. Today we are doing an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Histoires de Parfums. This one from the Editions Rare line, and this is, I dub it kind of the third wheel of the Editions Rare line. This is Rosam. Rosam is a rose-based fragrance from what I see. Abram's my baby here. This thing is, to me personally, the best from Histoires de Parfums, and that's saying a lot. This brand is really, really good. And then there's Petroleum here that I have to unbox still. So it's in the box here, and I wanted to kind of finish the silver bullet trifecta here with these three, and that's why Rosam is here today. It is a tester, as you can see. It came with a generic box, got rid of that. If this turns out to be great, I'll be extremely happy, but it's more of a collection piece than anything. Now, when I first sniffed Petroleum Rosam back in New York City in 2011, I came out the shop with Abram. It just blew my socks off. I was going there to purchase Petroleum, actually, because of the cool name, and then I sniffed them both. I think I ignored it, this one, actually. Funny enough, I'm like, no rose base. It's between these two. And this is probably the best educated purchase that I've done in my whole life. I do a lot of blind buying, like 90% of my stuff's blind bought. This was an educated sniff, and it was excellent back then, and it's still one of the best purchases that I've done. It is excellent, Abram, if you haven't sniffed it. However, I've been searching high and low for Petroleum, which is right here. When I finally got the bottle of Petroleum, I started thinking, and this is going to be unboxed in future videos, don't worry about it, it's coming out. But I started thinking in my head, okay, what about Rosam? Why not finish? Because these are kind of harder to find now. Rosam's the third wheel, and it's actually available more than these two, actually, and I think it's because it didn't sell well. So Rosam, I was never really interested in it, but I think, you know, I got a tester of this. I think it was under $100 Canadian. Like, it's shitty designer price, basically, at a discounter, and I had to jump on it. So let's see what I get from Rosam, and if it's just a glimpse of what Abram is, it's a winner. So let's sniff it out, and let's delve into Rosam. Honestly, I don't even think there's any reviews on this. If any, there's probably one or two, not much, and they're probably not recent. So you're getting a little cookie from me, and I love these kind of videos actually on YouTube. You know, it's great to review everything that's getting reviewed by everybody, but it's nice to have something rare that people can actually look at, especially if you can't test it out. So yeah, this has, off the bat, it is a rose-based fragrance, obviously, but you know what really hit me right away, and that's why I smiled, is because it has the same build and DNA as this, and I guess it all makes sense that it's in the same category, the same, you know, little family here. It has that same build as Abram, and what I mean by that is it's polished, but it's very well done. The rose itself, it has some jammy qualities, but it's not overly sweet. It really is more, it's pulling towards more the watery rose. You know, there's water on the rose petals. It just freshly rained on roses. The rose is very vivid and very much central and beautiful and authentic. And that's what I come to expect from the brand. It has some slight dustiness behind it, and then that kind of reminds me of this one a little bit, and that could be the oud. There's some saffron in here. The saffron, funny enough, gives me that leathery touch too. So very vivid, very authentic, and that's what I come to expect. There's an ambery glow behind it, kind of stealing from this one a little bit. I like that. It really is unmatched. So at the end of the day, this is a rose oud saffron. So this space is very overcrowded, and anybody that watches this and, you know, trusts my nose and that, do you really need this? No. If you're a fan of this and you're a collector of this line and you kind of want to get Rosam but you're on the edge, I'd get it just for a collection piece, but honestly, don't expect the build. What's different is the build. It really reminds me a little bit of this one. So it's very unique in that way, but it's well done. But if you got like several rose oud saffron combos that have a really good saffron, oud, or rose, this is nothing new. It's very well blended. It's very well done. Rose is dominant. Saffron's really good. The oud is almost the third wheel on this one. But it has that petroleum, you know, when I reviewed this or I talked about this, I said that this has more petroleum than petroleum. So I can't wait to unbox this one because I totally forget what it smells like. But this has that little inkling of that petroleum type of smell in this release, just like Abram. And that's why I'm kind of putting them together. It makes a lot of sense. But yeah. Now this probably isn't popular, and I see why, and it's not because it's a bad fragrance. I think it's just because the market is so oversaturated of these type of fragrances. When people smell this, this, and this, and they're probably going to choose these two instead of this one. That's where I was at. So I could see a lot of people being like that. But the rose, excellent saffron, giving you a little leathery touch, which is beautiful. Rose is central. So in this rose oud saffron combo, I'd say rose is number one, saffron's number two, and oud is actually the third wheel. There's an ambery glow to it. It has that petroleum-like feel like Abram does, which is really nice, and I think that's why I correlate both of them here. But watery, transparent rose petals, very creamy. And funny enough, like this type of fragrance, you'd think it's very much big and bold, and it is, but it has a smoothness, and Abram kind of has that smoothness too. It's really, you got to give, you know, kudos to the nose behind this, these fragrances, because they're very well blended, well done, well constructed, and I love that in fragrances. Will it stand out in a sea of a guy that has this many fragrances? No, but if I did want a rose oud saffron thing and I kind of wanted a little bit of this, I will pick this up and wear it. So it's a excellent release from the introduction. I can't wait to delve into the dry down of it. But yeah, and again, major marks on the quality. That's what you're looking for. If this is the third wheel, I'm really looking forward to unboxing this one. I got to put that in. It is in the queue, but it's back. It's really back. I have like probably 20, maybe 25 unboxings before this one, but it is in the queue. So hopefully we'll get in 2023 if I'm quick with the videos. We'll see. But now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below, good or bad. I'm sure some people that are on my channel have smelt this, probably not too many of you, but I'd love to see your take on it. And if you haven't checked out Abram, please do. I know it's harder to find now, but please do. It's great. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.